Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a full moon in Leo reading for my dearest Cancers. Cancer, now this full moon took place on February 16th and it is set to be a fiery and passionate time. This lunation will make us want to stay close to our loved ones. It's also a time to play and release any shame around the full expression of who we are. The full moon is also a big reset in our love lives. So on the 16th, Venus and the planet of love and Mars, the planet of desire and action, they met and the masculine and feminine energies aligned. So they're going to continue to do a little dance over the next couple of weeks. And this is going to clear blocks around love, and energetic cords and attachments will be removed. The reset, this reset will also open doors for positive developments in our love life, but also it's going to bring us spiritual transformation, financial success, and good fortune. All right, Cancers, my dear fellow Cancers, if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you guys hit that like button for me. And I just want to thank you guys for all of your love and support. You know, I love my fellow Cancers out there. So let's go ahead and see what additional messages come through for Cancers. So we have the Two of Water and the Protector of Energy. So some of you guys, you could be ending a situation. Oh, I'm sorry about that. There's a trash truck outside. Some of you guys, you could have gone through a breakup with a fire sign. Some of you guys have been focused on healing or focused on your career and finances since some sort of separation or emotional upheaval. All right, so let's see if how that plays out in your reading. All right, overall energy, we've got the Five of Earth. Yeah, so some of my Cancers out there, you guys have been feeling a little bit dejected is what I heard, left out in the cold, alone. Something has ended and it's sort of left you feeling like you don't have enough or you're not enough. What you're leaving behind is the Six of Wands in reverse. So it was somebody that either was breadcrumbing you, was ignoring you, somebody that maybe you were ignoring red flags in this situation. Now I'm feeling like it's love because we saw that Two of Cups energy, but I'm seeing that, you know, it could also be like a work situation or a friend or family group or something. There was a lot of drama. There was chaos. Maybe you felt like you had to fight for somebody's affection or attention or recognition and you just weren't getting it. Okay, so this energy of feeling like left out in the cold or alone or like you don't have enough or you're not enough. What you're moving towards is the Eight of Swords. All right, so be careful, Cancers. There is something here that needs to shift and change. And a lot of my Cancers out there, I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but you've been anchored in some sort of disempowering replay of rejection or not getting what you wanted, or a situation or a pattern of behavior where somebody or something made you feel like you didn't have enough, and that's an energy of lack. Okay, so Spirit wants you to really put yourself in check here, to not be stuck in the same patterns. Something here has to shift and change. When it comes to your love life, there is something shifting and changing. You're healing, and this very well could be an unexpected love offer coming in, a new partner, but you're changing your focus from this energy, right, to love, to that Two of Cups. So a lot of you guys, you're calling in a soulmate. When it comes to your career, we have the Activist of Air, which is the Knight of Swords in reverse. So a lot of you guys, you're cutting cords. You're leaving a situation that was bringing, like, I keep getting like a lot of you guys were dealing with like really like nasty coworkers or situation like a toxic work environment. And your final outcome energy is the Nine of Air in reverse. So the Nine of Air in reverse is just a really strong reminder here that, you know, it is oftentimes darkest before the dawn, right? Or after the storm, we come out a shiny new star. But I'm also seeing here, it's really important, Cancer, that you recognize that someone or something isn't changing. And if we keep doing the same thing over and over again, we have to expect the same outcome. So it's time for us, it's time for Cancers to switch up your behavior. Let something go. Get out of your own way. Stop replaying that hurt and disappointment. It's time to purge and release this. Yeah, Three of Energy, the Three of Wands. It's time to move forward. I thought this was the Sun card, but this is beautiful because something here is growing, and it's growing because you're no longer looking back at the past. Of course, we learn from our past mistakes, and we need to reflect upon the past, but being a fellow Cancer, I know that sometimes we get stuck there, and sometimes we hold on to it, and the good and the nostalgia, but also the resentment, the anger, and Spirit saying it's time to let it go. All right, so let's go ahead and see what messages come through. We've got the Five of Pentacles is the overall energy. The Five of Pentacles is often overlooked as a very spiritual card. It's not about always taking the path of least resistance, but sometimes it's about taking the path that is true to you. And sometimes that's a harder path. All right. We get the Hermit card in reverse. A lot of my Cancers, you guys have been in hermit mode, and maybe you gave yourself some time to really dig deep and do this shadow work, but Spirit doesn't want you to get stuck in that rabbit hole of like blame and guilt and self-flagellation for some of you. And it may not be actual, but it may be just like mentally going over and over again what didn't work out, or how somebody made you feel like you weren't good enough. And I'm not getting so much that you were having a pity party for yourself, but I feel like my Cancers who are connecting with this reading and this energy, we're being really hard on yourselves. And the Hermit card is telling me that it's time to get out of this energy. It's time to get out of this self-isolation. You've learned some really tough life lessons with the High Priestess, your energy, or Pisces energy. Pisces and Virgo energy, which tells me here you guys are dealing with, a lot of you, a love situation that is a strong soul contract. And that's why it's taken so much of your time and your energy. But also the High Priestess has been rewarded the keys to that inner temple. She has that inner knowing with that Hermit card. So you've gone within for answers, and now you've received this enlightenment, and it's time to move forward. And many of you guys, you are ready to move forward. Some of you guys, you were embroiled in some sort of drama, maybe with another water sign or somebody who was not emotionally available. But I also feel that this is somebody that maybe took for granted what you were offering them. And it was a very emotionally messy situation for you, although you probably didn't show it at all. And the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of you were dealing with a karmic soulmate. And, our karmic soulmates, we need them to learn certain lessons so that we can evolve, so we can grow. But a lot of you were involved in a situation that was stuck. And I feel like Spirit came in to put the kibosh on this connection, because your person wasn't either grateful for what you were offering them, or the lessons weren't being learned. So it needed to come to an end. This is divine intervention. It feels like love for my dear Cancers, but again, apply it to whatever situation resonates with you. It could be a work situation. It could be like a family situation or a group of friends. So we do see what you're moving towards, Eight of Swords and the Two of Cups. So a lot of you guys, this emotional upheaval needed to take place, and you're seeing that now to get you unstuck. And it was like Cancer needed to focus on Cancer. A lot of you guys, there was a particular connection or situation that was taken away, or was brought down, we'll say, that crumbled, because it was keeping you from your true soul's path and purpose. So I want you to be really aware of that. And we get the Knight of Pentacles. You guys, I love this. Gemini got this card in a different placement, but you guys have planted the seeds to be very successful. But you need to be patient. You need to recognize anything that you're hooked on, or anything that you're anchored in that's disempowering or keeping you from moving forward. And it's emotional in nature, Cancer. I know it. It's emotional upheaval. It's hurt. It's heartache. But Spirit wants you to keep moving forward. And if you feel like you're going round and around, Cancer, and like, man, I just can't purge this. I can't shake this. My heart and my mind always come back to this person, this situation. I dream about this person, years later, or a year later, or 6 months later. And, they're not setbacks, but you can now take these challenges as opportunities to shine your light and continue on your path, okay? The Five of Water, you're healing when it comes to your love life. And I feel many of you guys, if you've been feeling on your own, Hermit energy in reverse, High Priestess energy in reverse, you have somebody who has secret feelings for you, and they're about to reveal them, okay? Or maybe it's vice versa, right? But I feel like the Five of Water, you're coming out of this state of loneliness, but that's because you also chose to do the work that you've been doing very diligently. Something is growing. You need to be patient. A lot of you guys, this is exactly what my Cancer babies, you guys have been waiting for. Okay, it's growth and expansion. Yep, it's growth and expansion, Two of Wands. This may be somebody coming in from a distance, or maybe it's just taken them a while to get here. And remember, when we're put on pause with this Wheel of Fortune energy, it's for us to reflect. And it's also because something needs to be addressed in the present, or a lesson needs to be learned. But you've got love coming in a big way, and it's something that has potential to be long-term. It may be in a Leo person, in the form of a Leo person. For some of my Cancers, you're still going to have that little pang of disappointment and having to leave behind this soulmate that created a lot of emotional upheaval, or that your heart and your mind has been going back to time and time again. But Spirit's saying be open to receive, because you've got something beautiful coming your way and you don't see it coming. All right, but remember, you have to nurture it. Now, you have to let the past go in order to have this new beginning and this new cycle. So I love this card. I'm a fan of Cervantes and Don Quixote. Beautiful, beautiful story if you don't know it. But the Activist of Air is the Knight of Swords in reverse. And when it comes to your career, I feel like you guys have been, I don't know if you've been dealing with haters, if you've been dealing with liars, if you've been dealing with, and that could be boss, that could be coworker. This is like you cutting cords with a career or a company or a job that it doesn't line up with your integrity. Your prayers are being answered, okay, with the Temperance energy, but you're also being told to be patient and to hold back. Don't engage in drama, okay, which is actually going to probably make people more angry and make you a little bit more of a target here, Cancer, if you're dealing with like workplace drama. But you don't have a dog in this fight is what I'm hearing. Yeah. Capricorn energy, you're in a toxic situation when it comes to work, either a career that doesn't line up with your integrity or the people that you work with. And some of you guys have been maybe a little bit in avoidance as well, maybe because you've been hurt in love. But workaholism is an avoidance sort of tactic when you know, when we've been hurt or we feel like we need to work harder for more. So it's like really working on your self-worth here. But you're healing and you're recognizing, Cancer, that you don't have to do everybody else's job. You're seeing things for what they are. Yeah, a lot of you guys, there's been some sort of disappointment, like major disappointment with your job or your coworkers or your boss, or you find something out about the company that you work for that, like, you know, I just can't do this anymore. I'm seeing that you're moving towards like something much more ecological. So for some of you, you might be, you know, I use this example in another reading, and I don't want anybody to take offense, but it's like, for example, if you find out, like, let's say you're working for a company and it's always given you stability, but you find out that they, you know, they dump toxic waste in the rivers or in the bay or in the sea or whatever, you know, you're going to be like, you know what, this doesn't work for me. You know, I'm going to do something that's more in alignment with me. So I do see that also you're going to find out, or you're going to be seeing very clearly some people that may have been talking behind your back at work, Cancer. But I feel with this Temperance energy, it's like you're guided and you're protected. You don't have to engage. And I feel like something much better is coming your way. Sagittarius energy is about seeing things from a higher perspective, doing things in a very balanced manner. But I also just feel like if you've been feeling stuck, I do feel, and I hate giving messages like this because I don't want to sort of breed any energy of like paranoia, but I do feel that there have been people in particular that have been trying to hold you back or throw you shade or talk behind your back or sort of keep you down. And I think you're going to be seeing exactly who that is or what that is. And there's a lot of disappointment and heartache, but you're getting to the heart of the matter. And that's going to allow you to make really informed choices when it comes to your career. Okay, so interesting energy there. And and for a lot of you guys with this Sag energy, there might be something in the Sagittarius reading for you. But with career and finances, you know, this is about really going for it. And the Sag energy was about, you know what, I'm not caring what people think. And I think their overall energy was like this Five of Swords energy, like cutthroat. I'm going to do what's right for me. And my Cancerians, that's what I see. And I see you guys really leveling up there, okay? But having to deal with a little bit of drama, but recognizing it's not coming from you. It's not something you really have to engage in. So your overall sort of final outcome, advice energy, the 9 of air, being clarified by the 4 of cups. So you definitely have a love offer coming in that you may not be expecting, but it's everything you've been waiting for, right? I also see too, you may have an offer coming in that's going to get you out of a toxic situation, or an offer is going to be accepted. So if you put in applications, I feel like you're going to be accepted, and it's going to pull you out of this sort of this anxiety, if it has to do with work, or sort of like a toxic environment for many of my Cancers. The World card in reverse tells me that there are lessons that still need to be learned. But it's like, I just, the Hermit and the High Priestess in reverse, Cancer, it's like you have all the answers within. I think you already know everything you need to know. And this cycle is about to be closed out. But it's going to be up to you whether or not you accept this love offer, or you accept this new job offer, or this change. And the Fool card, so Aries energy in reverse. Yeah, look at that. All right, so some of my Cancers, you are a little bit nervous. Just recognize, the longer we stay in a disempowered energy, the more comfortable we get there. And Spirit doesn't want you to be comfortable in an imbalanced or unhealthy situation. We might be a little bit nervous, and I say we because I know Cancerians, we like to be prepared for everything. And even though we can deal with change, we don't always like it. And so the Fool card in reverse is saying, you know what? Be open to getting out of your comfort zone and taking risks. That's what's necessary to close out this cycle. And the Knight of Wands, trust yourself. Trust and believe that you have what it takes. The Knight of Wands can roll with the punches, can deal with anything sort of thrown his or her way. And you can too, Cancer. You have the wisdom, absolutely, and the experience, and you also have the support here. So things are blossoming or growing. It's a very sort of fertile time for my dear Cancers, okay? So, and then underneath the 3 of energy, we have the Empress. So that's you guys, my Cancerians, bossing up. And behind that, we have the Judgment card in reverse. So leaving behind a lower vibrational timeline, or a toxic work environment, or a connection that was holding you back from true love or a healthy love. So we see flow. So allow yourself to be in the flow, not having to try to over control the narrative. You're going through a deep transformation. And we get wolf spirit, family. Yeah, some of you guys, you may be having, just be aware, because I keep getting these fertility messages here. So you might be going through a physical transformation due to pregnancy, or maybe your family, you're adding to your family. But I also see that you guys are, especially if it comes to work, you may be leaving behind like an unhealthy or an unhappy environment, and you're moving into like, you're being called by your collective. So it's like if you're moving into a new job, it's going to be with like-minded souls. That's what I'm getting. Or you may be making a very important soul connection or contract with somebody at a new job. You're definitely connecting here in your love life with somebody that maybe you will have a family with, or you'll merge families with. And Spirit's reminding you to play, Cancer. Even though there's been this sort of heavy energy, it's really important to make time to play and to be lighthearted. The Knight of Wands tells me that you guys may be going out, you may be traveling. It's like you're releasing some heavy energy. So it's like it's, and this is the energy, I'm coming out, and I want the world to know and to let it show, right? So like, I know I didn't get that totally right, but that's the energy, Cancer. It's like, I'm ready. I've been under this rock for too long. Hermit and High Priestess in reverse. I'm also getting that you're going to be unblocking that throat chakra, okay? So the student is ready. Yeah, Cancer, you've learned your lessons. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. This indicates openness to receive. So you're ready for a better job. You're ready for a better salary. You're ready for a reciprocal, passionate love. All right. Others can only victimize you if you allow it. And I feel like you guys aren't allowing it anymore. Again, that's really a strong message from the Sag reading, or a nod to it. You have choices and you can take your power back. And that's exactly what you're doing. And we see the 2 of Swords. You're making a choice. You're no longer staying stuck, Cancer. Get after it. All right. And know when to walk away. Yeah. And I think it's time. And you are a giving soul, but be careful of people who deplete and don't reciprocate. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Cancers, I'm going to pull one final card. This is the Pegasus Oracle. So we're going to see what messages Spirit has for you. Final messages, please, for my dear Cancers. I'm going to read from the book. This is Alana Fairchild's Pegasus Oracle. And you get Pegasus of Fire, number 14. That's Temperance energy. So Cancer, you guys have some wish fulfillment coming in, but you guys are also very protected. Just hold back, watch and wait, all right? So we've got Pegasus, guardian and teacher of the soul, manifests the sacred blessings of spiritual fire to cleanse, protect, and stimulate the soul's divine potential. The creative power of the element of fire burns through negative energies and karmic attachments. You know, that's this Leo full moon and also Mars and Venus meeting, right? Animating the spiritual flames within the heart. When divinely ablaze, the heart is capable of love that heals oneself and others. This is the heart that knows how to forgive and let go, retaining pure love and goodwill towards all beings, no matter what may have transpired between you and them. Fire holds the genius of purification. It burns away that which is unhealthy or unhelpful, so there's energy available to foster new pathways and connections. And that's what's happening here, you guys. Amazing. Cancer, amazing. Get ready, get excited for this. Growth, expansion, happiness, abundance, joy. It's all yours. It's all your birthright. All right, so if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you guys like, share, and subscribe. Also check out the description box, for ways you can get a private reading. If you like the cards I'm using, I also have them listed and linked in order of appearance. And I also have my links for TikTok and Instagram if you guys want to follow me there. Feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, Cancers, love you.